In today's episode, we're going to begin the process of replacing the rear frame rails. Alright guys, like I said, when we picked up this 65 Mustang from a shop in Bismarck, North Dakota, we got it back and the rear frame rails are rusted to nothing. I'm quite surprised it made it here on the car hauler. You could stick a screwdriver through the back frame rails. Luckily, from the body all the way up, all those frame rails are in great shape. So we're going to replace these two. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of fabricating, but we're going to get going on it. You're going to see us begin that project. Alright, so we are preparing to take off the rear end to work on that and replace the rear frame rails. So we're taking the brakes off so that we can remove the e-brake cables. There it goes. And they make tools to do this, but we don't need no stinking special tools. Camera off. Okay. Beautiful.
That was easy.
Almost looks like we know what we're doing, huh? That one's busted off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it didn't have
That's
that.
a replace. At least it's not the whole e-brake. It's just that it's a connector, so that's good news. There's the other half of it. Usually you can get away with pulling it off without pulling that spring off, but that's not going to look so good. There it goes.
Cable keeps pouring.
The e-brake. So the e-brake comes in right here. That cable is hooked to a lever, and then that lever, when it moves, it has another cable that comes around here that actually engages the e-brake. So luckily the one that snapped was the small one hooked to the lever, so all we have to do is replace that one cable. So we got pretty lucky on that. We'll clean up all of this and shine it up. And it doesn't even look like these things. It's not wet in there, so I don't think they were leaking too bad. So I might get lucky, but when we set this thing down and paint it, it'll look sweet. That's a good sound.
Yeah,
I don't hear crunch. So
how many bearings are
a lot. It's just they're pin bearings, so it's just a. Alright, cool. Let's go. So hopefully we can get that.
Alright, so most vehicles, to drain the gas, you have to remove the entire gas tank or siphon it out with a hose and suction. And one of the things Ford did right is they put a drain plug on the bottom, so that's making our life a lot easier today. We appreciate it. Sounds like me after all the vodka I drank last night. It's not funny, my head hurts. Maybe I'll attack the other side too, get that started. It's turning the whole shock tower when we, the whole shock when we. It's being a bitch. One thing that you can count on every time you work on a car like this is problems. You're talking 50 years of rusted bolts and decaying metal. So every nut and every bolt is an absolute battle. And that's what we're seeing with this car. It is just a process to get every nut, every bolt off of this car. We're using every breaker bar and every method that we can come up with for this car. Another rust problem with these cars is that every time you take off one panel or one tray or one pan, you're going to find more rust. And so we will be doing a lot of body work on this thing. When we take one off, we're constantly finding metal that's just not weldable and just not salvageable. And it's important to us when we build these cars that we do it right. Can't tell if it's the whole shot turn. Yes, it is. Big hammer. Give me that big hammer there. Awesome. Done. Thanks, because in case any sparks go that way. Yeah. Get it? Yep. That's good. As long as the whole thing isn't turning.
Hey, we're having a lot of fun working on these old cars. If you're having just as much fun watching us, click that like button and subscribe to our videos so you can see all the process and all the cars we work on. Thank you for watching.